Section 1 of Geography and the Early Settlement of Egypt, Kush, and Canaan, found on page 74 and 75. Section 1. In ancient times, environmental factors influenced people's choices of where to settle. 3 important environmental factors were water, topography, or the shape and elevation of surface features, such as mountains or deserts of a place or region, and vegetation, which is the plants of a place or region. Water. The most important environmental factor in early human settlement was water. Physical features like rivers, lakes, and inland seas were good sources of fresh water. Water was important for many reasons. People needed fresh drinking water to live. They also bathed and washed things in fresh water to prevent diseases. That's 1, that's 2. And then you're going to have to, in your document, list 3 reasons why water, topography, and vegetation are important. Water was also a source of food. People caught fish from rivers, lakes, and seas. They hunted water birds and other animals that gathered near water. In addition, farmers settled near rivers because they used it to grow their crops. A river's natural flooding could help irrigate their farms. Farmers could also dig canals or trenches to direct river water to their crops. For example, farmers in Mesopotamia dug canals for this purpose, so they would adjust the geography. 4. Water was also used for transportation. Cities and towns often used rivers as highways. This allowed people to travel in boats to visit relatives and trade goods. Towns near the sea could trade goods with countries far away. So I heard multiple reasons why water was important. You only need to find 3. Topography. A second environmental factor was topography. This refers to the shape and elevation of the land. It includes features like mountains, hills, plains, valleys, and deserts. The topography of an area was important for early human settlement. Farmers preferred to settle in flat, open areas, such as plains and valleys. Large flat spaces gave farmers room to plant crops. Additionally, the rich soil in coastal plains and river valleys was ideal for growing these crops. Mountains, however, were less friendly to human settlement. Steep mountains were tough to cross. Their jagged peaks, cold temperatures, and rocky land made farming difficult. Deserts further discouraged settlement because they were hot and dry. They contained very little water for farming. Sandstorms occurred when strong winds carried dense clouds of sand that could block out the sun. Due to intense heat, lack of water, and sandstorms, traveling and living in the desert presented challenges. Vegetation. A third environmental factor was vegetation or plant life. There are many kinds of vegetation, such as trees, bushes, flowers, grass, and reeds. The crops people grow are also a type of vegetation. Many aspects of physical geography affect vegetation. A climate with mild weather and regular rain is ideal for plant life. Fresh water supports the growth of vegetation. The areas around rivers and lakes are usually green and lush. Mountains are often covered with thick groves of trees. Dry and hot deserts have very little vegetation.